Attention, comrades and devotees of diminutive war machines. This transmission had been intended to showcase my endeavors in building and painting the entirety of the Legions Imperialis box set. But alas, an unforeseen obstacle has scuppered my efforts with my supply requisition. When the fates conspire against you, cadet, muster the strength of your financial arsenal to retaliate against the insidious forces of plastic addiction. Behold 5 commendable actions and 5 perilous maneuvers to avoid at all costs when navigating the treacherous waters of building and painting your Legions Imperialis Rhino tanks. These miniature warriors yearn for a purpose and for action. Do not leave them languishing upon a dusty shelf. Unleash their potential. Let them partake in the glory of our great crusade for all of mankind. Heed this counsel regarding the chromatic embellishment of your Legions Imperialis Rhinos. The freedom bestowed upon you is boundless. Let not the chains of legionary hues or heraldic conventions constrain your artistic expression. I, for one, derive immense satisfaction from painting them this lovely shade of crimson. Then again, that is probably because I'm listening to my inner monologue, and it sounds a lot like a 5-year-old. On an unrelated note, could you fetch me a glass of warm milk? Should any dissenting voice attempt to dissuade you from your choice of hue or insignia, instruct them upon the correct procedure for removing their cranium from their posterior. Avoid being the individual who attempts to gain a tactical advantage through utilizing Legions Imperialis tanks as full-sized Warhammer 40,000 tanks. Let honor and sportsmanship ever guide your endeavors, cadet. Unless, of course, you find yourself facing off against one of those filthy Xenos races, we could do with every strategic advantage we can get. Filthy Xenos. Embark on a commendable endeavor by tracking our glorious victories across the course of this great crusade. What's that? There are Space Marine legions moving in on our position? Ah, wonderful! Reinforcements! They're from the Word Bearers. Any of the Emperor's sons is always welcome. Utilize these miniaturized contraptions to track which of the factions in your campaigns are achieving strategic victories and gaining access to vital objectives. Nope. In the course of your travels across the galaxy, you will see any number of wondrous things, and these of course must be documented in quadruplicate for the betterment of humanity and the Imperium at large. But do not attempt under any circumstances to utilize your tiny rhinos for the purposes of an inexpensive paperweight. In this regard, they are woefully inadequate. Encourage the Marines charged with piloting your microscopic rhinos to engage with nature. Envision it. These enormous, hulking super soldiers at one and at peace with nature and the natural world. Even the noblest of warriors can appreciate a moment of respite in the endless crusade of war. The worst enemy of the tiny tank is the Chaos Hound. Under no circumstances should you allow them near your columns, lest the crews fall to chaos or an even worse fate. Ah, it has come for me! No, no, the Hound! The Hound! No, save me! Save yourselves! Save yourselves! Harness the expansive cargo hold of your Rhino Transports to facilitate the ferrying of a vast number of snacks and beverages. Transform their utilitarian bulk into a mobile feast, keeping morale up in the platoon and also ensuring your journey across the galaxy is not only a triumphant one, but a culinary one as well. Amidst the hustle and bustle of life in the trench, cadet, you must ensure that you always keep track of your Legions Imperialis Rhinos. Avoid the comedic misadventure of losing your balance upon stepping onto a hitherto unseen column of rhinos, and the embarrassment of your fellow soldiers in the mess guffawing at your expense, to be avoided at all costs. Instead, carry these tanks with you wherever you go, showing them the diligence due a piece of the Emperor's great armory. Our hobbyist community is filled with a great tapestry of exchange and commerce. consider bartering one of your Legions Imperialis tanks for the might of a Warlord Titan. Engage in strategic negotiations to bolster your war effort and ensure that you have the strategic resources necessary to best any foe. Alas, in the intricate dance of hobby transactions, sometimes it is not the glorious god machine that you end up with, but the empty cardboard box of despair. Such a shame when things go missing in the warp, but in unrelated news, have you got the package that I asked for?
Yes, sir.
Ah, my consignment of Legions Imperialis the Horus Heresy, containing not one, but 2 tiny titans. If it's all the same to you, I'm going to go off and build these now. So, doodle pip. Ooh, the Chaos Hound has come for me once more! No, Hound! This is my stick! Off! Ah, my stick! It is mine!